Hey guys, Stuart here. Welcome back to another Sheetify CRM tutorial. Today's focus is to show you how you can build and create 3 types of forms, dynamic forms, for your Google Sites website. For the purpose of today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do this on a Google Sites website that I built for King Beats, which is a music-based business that sells both digital and physical products, as well as collects bookings for music lessons. So how can we embed dynamic forms into our website pages so that we can capture appointments, bookings, and other types of submissions? Now you can change this to anything, depending on the type of form that you want to create. For example, do you want to capture bookings for your real estate, roofing, or consultancy? Or do you run a restaurant or a cafe and you want to capture reservations? Then maybe you want to change this to reservations. Alternatively, you could change this to appointments if you want to capture specific bookings. For example, for this business, King Beats, we sell online DJ lessons as well as in-person lessons. So changing this to appointments could be a better option for me. Okay, so down here, what we want to do is add a form. Now there's a few ways you can do this. First, I'm going to show you how to create forms with Google Forms. Then we'll talk about the free appointment scheduler that you can access inside your Google account. And the third method is using Canva. Okay, so using Google Forms, what we can do is navigate over to Forms. And here we can select the form that we want to use. Now let's first go ahead and create a new form. To do that, jump over to forms.google.com and that's going to take you here. Or if you're using a different Google app, simply navigate up to Apps and then locate Google Forms. Here we have Google Forms. Now let's navigate over to Blank Form. And if you're using a paid Google Workspace account, what you can do is leverage AI to generate a form for you. For the purpose of today's tutorial, to speed up this section, I'm going to leverage AI. Simply describe the form you want to create. I've added create a booking form for online and in-person DJ lessons for beginners. Click on create. If you're using AI, give it a moment to generate your form. Beginner DJ lesson booking form. Here we can capture the individual's full name, email address, phone number, preferred lesson format. As you can see, we have online, via video call, and in person. And here we have this additional question. What is your primary music genre? Interest for DJ. And you can see this is a drop down. Then we have other questions down here. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to navigate down and click on create form. This is a quick way to create forms. Now, if you're using a free Google account, simply take your time to build out your Google form. I'm going to change the form name. Book your DJ lesson with King Beats. I'm going to navigate up to custom theme and let's choose a header. I'm going to upload an image, browse, and I'll use this image for the purpose of today's tutorial. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Click done. Change the form theme color to this default color. Again, take your time to customize the theme by changing the header style, question, and text style. Then again, navigate through these different form options and make changes. For example, if I navigate down here, I'm happy with all these questions, preferred lesson duration, select your preferred start date for the lesson, and in this option here, I'm going to remove this option by clicking delete, and I'm happy with that. Let's close out of this and then navigate over to settings, navigate down to responses. We want to send responders a copy of their response. So if someone books with us, we want them to receive a copy of that response. Then if we navigate over to responses, this is where you'll see all your responses. You can also link a Google Sheets file. I recommend doing this. Okay, so once you're happy with your form, simply navigate up to publish, navigate down, then navigate down to respond to view and click on anyone with the link, then click on done. Here you can shorten the URL if you want. For now, let's go ahead and click on copy, and you can always jump back into this form and make changes to this form later on. Okay, let's jump back into our Google site. And here you'll see the form we just created. Come down, click on insert. Then with the form, what we can do is drag out the sides so that it fits the entire page. Again, we can navigate down and change the style. I'm happy with this. Okay, so this is one way that we can add a form inside Google Sites. Let's navigate down and delete this. What we can also do is navigate over to Google Calendar. And again, you can arrive here by simply navigating up to Google Apps and locating Google Calendar. You can also type in calendar.google.com and that will take you here. Okay, let's close this. Then what we can do is navigate over to create and click on appointment schedule. This is where we can create a booking form. Now, a great thing about this built-in Google appointment scheduler is that it's connected with your Google Calendar. And with a paid Google Workspace account, you can collect payments. So you can choose if you want to create an appointment form that also captures payments. For my example, if I want people to book a paid lesson with me, then they can make a payment directly through this form. With a free Google account, you can only create one of these forms for free and you cannot collect payments. Okay, let's quickly create this. DJ booking schedule. I can add the appointment duration down here. I can add my availability for these appointments. I can also add a scheduling window, adjust my availability, buffers between meetings, choose the calendar I want to connect, as well as the co-host. Click on next. Here we can choose the brand identity. This is based on your Google account. Then we can choose the location of the meeting. This will be an online meeting. I can also choose in-person meeting, phone, or none, and to be specified later. I can then add a description, and again you can format this description how you like. With the booking form itself, I want to collect the first name, last name, email address. We can also add additional items. If we navigate up here, we can collect phone number, add item, and if we navigate down to add item again, we can add a custom item. For example, then choose if this is required, and click on add item. Down here, we can require email verification. Do we want to collect payments? And we can set up reminders. Then simply click on save. Now, if you want to dive deeper into Google's free appointment scheduler, I created a dedicated tutorial that will dive deeper into this appointment tool. If this sounds interesting to you, I will add the full tutorial down below in the description. Then navigate up to these three dots and click on more sharing options and navigate over to website embed. We want to embed a single booking page. This page here, we can choose a button pop-up like this if we like, or inline booking page. We want to do this, so come down and click on copy code, navigate back over to Google Sites, then locate embed, navigate over to embed code and paste that code in here and then click on next. You'll see a preview, then click on insert. Then simply drag this out so that the entire page is displayed. Then we can navigate over to style and we can change the style if we like. You can see if we change it to style 3, it doesn't look very responsive. So it's best to keep it as style 1 for a clean visual contrast. If we navigate up to preview, this is what the booking page, the booking scheduler will look like. The user can simply come down, see a description, the type of booking, and select the date. For example, 21st, 5 p.m, add their details here and then make a booking. Okay, let's close this. And that is the second method. Now we can also leverage Canva. Navigate over to delete and let's jump into canva.com. Then, if you already have a Canva account, you'll arrive here. If you're new to Canva, simply get started for free. Okay, once you sign up or sign in, simply navigate down to Canva AI. Now, Canva has many AI features that you can leverage to build your designs. If you're new to Canva AI, what I'll do is add a dedicated video down below that will dive into all the different AI tools and features that you can leverage inside of Canva. Today, what we want to do is build a stunning form that we can embed on our website. A form that can capture information when submitted. So, inside of Canva AI, what we can do is simply describe our form. Okay, so I've added a basic prompt, a description of the form that I want to create. Please create a sleek booking form for DJ lessons for beginners. This form allows students to book a professional DJ lesson with the company King Beats. Now you can add additional things in here. For example, if you have specific form fields, make sure to include those here. If you add a simple prompt like this, the AI will generate the best possible outcome based on your prompt. The more detailed your prompt, the better. Okay, again, for the purpose of today's tutorial, I'm just going to use a simple prompt and click on enter. Now this is where you want to give Canva AI a moment to generate your code. This is the code for your form, and we can embed this form on our website. Now don't worry if you're not a coder, you have zero experience with code. Similar to me, you do not need to touch any of the code. It's all generated for you. However, if you do have experience, you can make slight changes to the code to change different values like height, field width, the different colors, and text. Also, once your form is generated like this, we can navigate down here and add additional prompts to further customize this form. If there's any additional changes you want to make, simply add the prompt down here. I'm happy with this. Now, if we navigate up to data and click here, you will see that your app, which is this form that we just created, is connected to a Canva sheet. Hey guys, just quickly before we get back to this video, I just want to mention my Sheetify CRM, an all-in-one business toolkit and CRM built with Google Sheets and designed for Google users. You can simply manage leads, customers, tasks, engage in email marketing, manage your inventory, tickets, and more. The great part is I've made this Sheetify CRM a one-time payment, no subscriptions, unlimited access, and future updates. If you're interested in learning more, you can find the link to my Sheetify CRM down below in the description. Okay, so with that covered, let's go ahead and get back to this video. This means all responses to this form will be automatically sent to this sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this sheet, and this is what the Canva sheet will look like. It's similar to Google Sheets. This is essentially where all your form responses will be. Okay, let's jump back over to our form and quickly have a look at this form. Learn to DJ, start your journey to become a professional DJ with personalized lessons. Book your first session. We have a full name field, email address, phone number, experience level. If they click here, they can choose from these options. Again, you can add additional options if you like, or change any of these fields by simply adding a prompt. We have the lesson type, the preferred date, preferred time, and additional notes. Then the user can click on book my session. Okay, so what we're going to do before we test out this form is click on show code, then click on copy code, and jump back over to Google Sites. Then, because we want to embed this form, go ahead and click on Embed, then click on Embed Code and paste in the code we just copied. Then click on Next. And here we have a preview of the form. Click on Insert, then go ahead and drag out the sides so that the whole form is displaying. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and preview and test out this form. If we navigate down, you can see we have this embedded form. Now I'm going to quickly fill out this information. And as you can see, I've quickly gone ahead and filled out this form. Now you can see we have pricing down here, as well as other information for lesson type. Again, this is just an example, but if I wanted to make changes here, all I would do is jump back inside of Canva and add a prompt, like please change the lesson type from small group to large group and change the pricing to $100 per hour. It's really easy to customize your forms with a prompt. Okay, let's come down and click on Book My Lesson, and you'll see that notification up here. Now let's jump back over to Canva, and then navigate over to Data, and you'll see your form submission in here. Now, if nothing's popping up, what you can do is navigate up to Data and click on Refresh Data. Or if we jump back into our form, you might want to make sure that your website is published. Add your URL and then click on Publish. Now, you can also copy this URL, then navigate back over to Google Sites. Then what we could do is link the URL. I could do that by adding a button to any section of my website pages. Or for example, I can navigate over to Pages, navigate down to Add, and add a new link. And simply paste in the link that I created, add a name, DJ Lessons, and then done. Let's move this and add that under Products. Now, for example, if I navigate over to Products and click on DJ Lessons, that's going to take the user to the full page, the link that we created inside of Canva. You can see Designed with Canva. Okay, let's jump back to Google Sites. Now, another trick you can use is, for example, if we navigate over here and click on Section Colors, you'll notice that these colors do not match the form colors. We only have these different options here. So what we want to do is click on Colors, Image, and we can upload an image that is the same background color as this. An easy way to do this is simply create a screenshot, then navigate over to Canva, then navigate over to Templates, type in Poster, search Poster, come down, click Create Blank, then upload the screenshot you just took. Upload files, this image here, then click on the image and click on the background, then navigate up to color, add color, click on the color picker, and then simply hover over this color, and that's going to add this background color. Then delete the image and simply download by clicking share, then click on download, make sure JPEG is selected, change this to say 70. We want a medium size image, then click on download. Once that's been downloaded, jump back over to Google Sites, then under Background Image, click on Upload and locate that image. Then click on Open. And as you can see, that image has been added. And this is just a background workaround that you can use if you can't find the exact background color. None of these styles are working. You can simply upload an image based on the color of the element you've added here. However, that is everything that I wanted to cover in this Google Sites tutorial for small businesses. Also, if you're interested in learning more about our Sheetify CRM, our all-in-one Google Sheets CRM toolkit, then I will add relevant information down below in the description. Thank you for watching this video. If you got value, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.